وسلم قال, the Messenger of Allah said, الصيام جنة, fasting is a shield. فلا يرفث ولا يجهل, so do not speak in a bad manner, and do not behave in an ignorant fashion. وإن امرؤ قاتله أو شاتمه فليقل إني صائم مرتين. So he said, if somebody tries to fight you or argue with you, or somebody insults you, or something like that, then what should you do? You should respond by saying, I'm fasting. And the hadith is much longer, but I'm just going to focus on this part. So the Messenger of Allah, he's defining and reminding us what fasting is. And this is important that we start preparing ourselves mentally. Saying fasting is a shield. How is fasting a shield? Well, fasting is a shield to prevent you and protect you from any type of sins or desires that are going to be coming your way. So it's supposed to be a protection for you. And if we envision this in our minds, we say fasting is there to protect ourselves from the attacks, spiritual attacks that come our way. It's going to help us defend those things. It's supposed to make us stronger. So the Messenger of Allah said, while you're fasting, make sure that you don't start speaking in a horrible way. Don't use bad words. Don't demean other people. Don't insult other people. He said, وَلَا يَجْهَلْ, don't behave in an ignorant manner. Meaning, in any way that is bad behavior, Allah describes that as ignorance. Means you don't know, because if you knew in the moment, if you knew the right way to act, you wouldn't do that. But you're acting in an ignorant fashion. And that's why the pre-Islamic time is known as Jahiliyyah, the age of ignorance, the time of ignorance, because people didn't have the divine guidance. Whenever you do something wrong, especially when you're fasting, you start using bad words, you get into an argument with somebody, you fight with somebody, you're acting as if you are an ignorant person, as if you don't have the Quran with you, as if you don't know any better. And he says, if somebody tries to argue with you or fight with you or insults you, which happens, it's always going to happen. There's always going to be some bad apples out there. No matter how nice of a person you are, no matter how good you are to everybody, there's going to be somebody in your life that comes along because Allah wants to test you. And they're going to come, they're going to insult you, they're going to mock you, they're going to hate you, maybe they're going to try to plan against you. You're like, well, what did I do? I didn't do anything. And what are you supposed to do, especially when you're fasting? And when you're fasting, you need to be on even better behavior. But what happens with fasting is that you start to have a shorter fuse because you're hungry, and then you're resisting other temptations, and you get worn down a little bit in the daytime. So what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to respond with, Inni sa'im. I'm fasting. The Messenger of Allah ﷺ said it twice. The last thing I'll leave you with is, who are you saying this to? If you tell the other person, you know what? Hey, I'm fasting, so don't pick on me. If you were in school and there's a bully, the bully's picking on you, like, give me your lunch money, give me that food, and they're stealing stuff from you and everything. You say, you know what? I'm fasting. Oh, I didn't know. I'm going to stop bullying you because now that I know you're fasting. No, it's not going to work. So the scholars explain that on the one hand, you're telling the person, like, look, I'm not going to engage with you because I'm fasting. That's one aspect. But on the second aspect, you're reminding yourself that you're telling yourself out loud, I'm fasting. I don't want to mess up my fast. You don't deserve, you're telling yourself in your mind, I'm not going to ruin my fast because of this person. And if you remind yourself, say, you know what, this person who's so low in the way that they're behaving right now, I'm going to allow them to take my reward away? It's horrible. Just like when Prophet Yusuf, he said, when he was tempted by this woman, the wife of the Aziz, said, Inni akhafu Allah. I fear Allah. So when he said that, is she going to be like, oh, okay, if you fear Allah, then I'm going to leave you alone? No. He's saying to her, like, meaning I'm not interested, but he's telling himself that I fear Allah, I'm not going to do something wrong, I'm not going to allow all my good deeds to be messed up. This is what we need to prepare mentally for this, because when we're fasting, it's even harder to resist those temptations. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us strong. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us the wisdom and grant us the knowledge in the moment to remember to do the right thing. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us to reach the month of Ramadan and let it be the best Ramadan we've had. Ameen wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Also, the class is going to start in about 10 minutes, and we're starting with the life of Imam